Let's take a look at the starting grid for the Belgian Grand Prix. And we've got Lewis Hamilton starting on pole position from Daniel Ricciardo alongside. Looking at the rest of the grid, we go to third and fourth. It's Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, the top four, within a 10th in qualifying. Norris and Verstappen, Leclerc and Sainz, Alonso and Gasly start 9th and 10th. Tsunoda and Ocon. Then comes Vettel and Stroll, 14th and 13th. 15th goes to Raikkonen from Giovinazzi. Then comes us, George Russell, Mazepin, and Latifi starts last. Let's go down to the grid. It's the Belgian Grand Prix. The lights are starting to come on. And it's lights out and away we go. They weren't held for very long. And that's an excellent start from Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to go wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton into turn one into La Source. And on the exit, as they head down towards Eau Rouge. And somebody's lost a bit of body work there. Down through Eau Rouge and up Radion they go. There's contact between Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. But they now head down the Camel Straight, all of them slipstreaming one another. They could be tripping over each other in a second. Into the next corner, they're going wheel to wheel. Verstappen on the inside, but that's Lando Norris, who's trying to get past the Ferrari of, I think, Carlos Sainz, but he fails to. And we ride on board with Fernando Alonso. As you can see, Max Verstappen going wheel to wheel with Lando Norris once again. Lando has that inside line and stays just in front of the Dutchman. What a first lap this is. As Verstappen can't have a little bit of a look. But who is that? That's Pierre Gasly, who has just gotten past Max Verstappen as well. And we're going wheel to wheel with Lance Stroll. We dive it up the inside and we just get past Lance. And what an opening lap this is turning out to be as Lance tries to come back at us. But I'm certain that the battle is not over yet, because Stroll will be in the slipstream of us. He won't have DRS, but he will be right next to us down the straight. We go wheel to wheel. We have the inside line through the fast left-handers. Wheel to wheel. We almost touch. And what racing this is. Lance Stroll still there as we do touch. Into the braking zone, we do an amazing switch to the inside as he tried to hang it around the outside. We almost extend track limits, but we keep it within the track. But Lance Stroll has just gotten ahead of us, and that is Kimi Raikkonen into the braking zone, 3 wide, and there's contact. And we go wide. Raikkonen has damage, and that is Stroll going wide as well. As we jump right back into the slipstream, down towards Eau Rouge. We're going to go wheel to wheel, up Eau Rouge and up Radion. And we have gotten past Kimi Raikkonen. And Raikkonen now is under pressure from behind. But Raikkonen will come back at us. Here comes Kimi Raikkonen. Wheel to wheel with us. He's going to try to hang it around the outside and Stroll tries the inside as well. As we go wheel to wheel with Lance Stroll, we have that quicker outside line. And we just managed to stay ahead. Wow, when we look up, we go a little bit wide, and now that will invite Stroll once again to try to fight back. But we just managed to defend from him. Oh, but we go wide, and now Stroll is going to go wheel to wheel with us into Pouon. We go wheel to wheel. We have the outside line. We're still wheel to wheel. Stroll not giving up on this battle. As we head into the braking zone, as you can see, there's a bit of shuffling behind. We get ahead of Stroll, and there is Nikita Mazepin. But wow, Antonio Giovinazzi has gotten past both of them. What a move. As Stroll once again has a little bit of a look at us as we lose the rear end a little bit on the exit. Stroll have the slipstream, sorry, not DRS. And he will go wheel to wheel with us again. 3 wide, Stroll gets ahead of us, and Giovinazzi gets ahead of us. We are left stranded just behind both of them. Will Giovinazzi go for a move? I'll tell you what. Yes, he will. Round the outside into the bus stop chicane. On the exit, Stroll gets a better exit, and Gio has to get into the slipstream. The Giovinazzi-Stroll battle is continuing. As up the inside goes Giovinazzi. He had that slipstream down the straight, but he hasn't managed to do much with it until now. He goes wheel to wheel into the next right-hander. He's got that inside line, and I think he will get ahead of Stroll, which he does. What a move. But Stroll really fighting back, and Stroll just manages to stay ahead. There goes Nikita Mazepin around the outside, but after what happened on the final lap in Great Britain, we will not leave any room, as there goes Nicholas Latifi, who jumps him. And there, he's going to go for a move with Latifi, but he makes some contact with us as we squeeze him a bit, but he makes it down the straight, and again, Nikita's going around the outside, but we're not going to let him go too easily as we go wheel to wheel, and we defend very well against Nikita Mazepin. And now Mazepin has to look at in his mirrors with George Russell, but we've locked up, so maybe not, as he goes wheel to wheel with us, but he will have to look into his mirrors as he does get jumped by him as well. George Russell going for a move on us, wheel to wheel, and George Russell is just about to get ahead of us, but not without our speed advantage. Wow, that speed in a straight line for us was absolutely magical, as we will come in on this lap. Oh, but he gets spun around, and he's lost a bit of body work, and he drives straight into the barrier. And George Russell, after trying to go for a move on us while we were trying to pit, made some contact with us and drove straight into the barrier, and he's stopping by the side of the track. And oh dear, let's look at the replay. As you can see, we locked up a little bit, and George Russell really invited in, and that's where the contact was made, and you can see he just drives straight into the tire barrier there. Don't know what George Russell was thinking there. But he has lost his entire front wing, as you can see. Another replay there. Into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton, Ricardo, Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Leclerc, and Sainz, and Lando Norris. And this will get very, very frisky here, as everyone will be tripping over each other. As you can see, Hamilton being held up massively as he finally gets going again. Max Verstappen is another driver getting held up. Valtteri Bottas getting held up. Verstappen is just now being serviced and goes on to medium compound tires, and also Esteban Ocon. And this safety car has really caught people out, as well as Ferrari and Carlos Sainz, who has to wait even longer. And you can see he's being bypassed by a ton of people. He's down to 12. Ricardo can get back going once again, and we are green flags here in Spa as the safety car is in, and through turn 1 goes Danny Rick as he leads from Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Nicholas Latifi down the straight as he gets past us, well, tries to get past us as we go wheel to wheel, and we just managed to stay ahead. What a battle. As you can see behind, there goes Kimi Räikkönen around the outside. Räikkönen, can he make this a double overtake? No, he can't, but that was still a very opportunistic super move from Kimi Räikkönen, as we're going to go wheel to wheel when Nicholas Latifi once again, as he tries it around the outside. Räikkönen will try to get past Latifi once again. They go wheel to wheel as Latifi trying to fight this battle even longer. Räikkönen trying to get this move up Eau Rouge and up Radion. Wow, what a battle that was. What an overtake that was from Kimi Räikkönen. And there goes Sebastian Vettel. But here comes Sebastian Vettel as he's going to try to go wheel to wheel with Kimi Räikkönen. Up the inside goes Vettel. Wheel to wheel, he's going to try around the outside, up the inside for the next corner. And Vettel gets ahead of his former teammate Kimi Räikkönen. As we drift out wide a little bit, there goes Sebastian Vettel. And Vettel has tried to go for an overtake on us, but we go wheel to wheel. We just get back ahead of Vettel. And now Räikkönen's going to try to get back ahead of Vettel as well. A little bit of dust kicked up behind. Räikkönen's got the inside line. Vettel trying to hang it around the outside. This is still so close. And down the straight they head. One's in a Ferrari engine. The other one is in a Mercedes engine. One thing is similar between the two. They are both Ferrari drivers. Wheel to wheel. But Sebastian Vettel seems to have the edge over Kimi Räikkönen. But into the bus stop chicane. And Vettel breaks latest. Vettel has that corner. And Vettel is ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. But Vettel gets a great start. He's wheel to wheel with us into the next corner. It's going to be almost 3 wide. We have that inside line. And there goes Kimi Räikkönen as he tries again. As we exit out of La Sourton, Kimi Räikkönen into the slipstream, down through Eau Rouge. It's a repeat of lap 2 this time. Kimi Räikkönen gets ahead of us. What an overtake that was, and it's the second time that we've done that with Kimi Räikkönen. And this time, we are the ones that lose out to him, but we're in the slipstream. Vettel going for a move as well. As we turn into the corner, and that is Nicholas Latifi also going for a move on Lance Stroll. Oh, and there's contact, and that's a massive crash. And there's multiple cars off. We're off. George Russell is off. Nicholas Latifi off. Sebastian Vettel, and Vettel is out of the race. You can see that wheel has come loose off Vettel's car. He is out of the race as well. Giovinazzi is involved as well. Kimi Räikkönen involved. And that was a massive crash. As you can see, Vettel out of the race. And unsurprisingly, it is a red flag. So we won't even get to finish here in Spa. Let's see the replay. As you can see on board with Nikita Mazepin. Contact there. And Mazepin just makes a little bit of contact with Kimi Räikkönen. And George Russell comes bowling in and hits the rear of Kimi Räikkönen as well. Here's another view. As you can see, Kimi went for that move. And you can see tagged us, and there he gets tagged again by George Russell, who comes steaming in, completely unawares of what's happening on board. You can see that's a very opportunistic move there as we went a little bit wide, and you can see a big hit in the rear of that car. He may need a gearbox change. As you can see, our on board as we made contact with Vettel, and as we said earlier, Vettel out of the race. Here's his onboard. As you can see, he was the first of the really big crash there as his wheel comes loose. He is out of the race, and this means that it will be Daniel Ricciardo who will win the Belgian Grand Prix for Season 1. And you can see another angle there. And Nicholas Latifi, a complete bystander in this, just gets tagged in the rear. Here is the replay of a battle that went on just before our crash. As you can see, Lando Norris trying to hang it around the outside of Pierre Gasly. What a battle this was. As you can see, this went on for a very long time as Lando Norris, such a great driver, as he's trying to hang it around the outside once again. And complete wheel-to-wheel action here. It's unfortunate that we didn't get to see this battle live, as we were having another battle completely separate as we were heading down the Kemmel Straight right now. As you can see, round the outside went Pierre Gasly to try to defend, but Lando Norris ends up getting ahead of Pierre Gasly.
They've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
What a race with a ton of overtakes, and it ended with a red flag, so we didn't get to finish under greens, but nonetheless, Daniel Ricciardo won from Lewis Hamilton. Then comes Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Gasly, Alonso, Leclerc. Then comes Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen. Then comes Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, and Carlos Sainz. And as we near the end of such an amazing season,